Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to another show. We are your hosts. My name is Gerard. This is my little brother, Alex. And we are the GAJ Podcast. Folks, I hope you had a fantastic Thanksgiving. Ours was busy as all hell, running all over the place, but it was, I'd say, a pretty good one. If you've been with us before, this was supposed to be a bonus. There was supposed to be a bonus episode. I'm going to apologize because there wasn't. It's not my fault because I didn't know what the hell I was doing with the stuff we had available to us. So, technical difficulties rained on our parade, and we didn't record a bonus episode. But we did get to hang out together, which was pretty cool, back in the OHIO. So your hosts got to share a few meals and a few drinks and actually be in person. What do you think, Alex? Pretty good weekend?
Yeah, I wish I could have stayed longer, or I wish I could have flown in earlier. Man. Maybe a day or two earlier. Because I feel like I didn't get to do enough.
I agree, man.
Past Thanksgiving, I stayed there for more days. But
yeah, you know what? I think moving forward, this year was a little bit different because I'm at a new company. What was cool is Ashley was able to get off for Thanksgiving, but that meant we couldn't leave until Wednesday. So, all things said, though, it was kind of cool to get everybody together, including, Ashley and our brother-in-law, Paul, so that we could hang out with Dad, get a little yard work done and eat a bunch of food and fall asleep and then wake up and eat more food. So, but I'm with you. I think next year, Ashley and I were talking about it. Hopefully she can get off again and join us for Thanksgiving. But I think next year I'm going to go earlier in the week. I think I'm going to try and take the whole week to be in Ohio. If it's Ohio, and anyway, I guess I'm having a fiance. Maybe I should figure out if we should consider going to her family side one year. But if it's Ohio, I think I'd like to take the whole week to be out there. So that'll be the goal. That'll be the goal for next year. At least the plan anyway. But yeah, I'm with you. I think we should both try to be there a little bit longer next time instead of just
the first Thanksgiving that I went back to Ohio after COVID. I was actually there for 9 days, which was probably too much. But that was because I arrived there the weekend before Thanksgiving, which I didn't mind doing, but I stayed a few days after the weekend of Thanksgiving just because of ticket prices. Where it's like, hey, if I just stay an extra 2 days, I save, $700. I'm like, yeah, I'll do that. That's work from Dayton.
Yeah, you know what? That's something to consider, actually. There's no, for us here in Kansas City, there's no good way to fly to Dayton. It'd probably be something like flying to Cincinnati and renting a car and driving up, which isn't the most ideal thing to do if you're not going to be driving that much anyway, which I guess maybe we were driving quite a bit. But that aside, once we're there, I don't know. I feel like a rental car is a little bit of a waste. But I don't know.
Well, you can fly to Chicago, and Chicago goes to Dayton.
That's true. That's true.
Whenever I fly to Dayton, it's always through Chicago, either through O'Hare or through Midway.
Yeah, those aren't the cheapest flights, though, for us. I don't know. Something to explore, though. And in the end, I mean, the travel time involved in flying, not getting to the airport early and sitting around waiting. And then if there is that layover, in the end, I mean, travel time, it ends up being about the same, but by driving, we get to be on our own schedule. But that begs the question for you out there in podcast land. What do you guys think? For us, it's roughly about a 9 to 10 hour road trip. That includes stops for gas and food and restroom breaks and whatnot. With that being said, with that knowledge, what would you do? How would you feel about either a 10-hour road trip or potentially a 10-hour trip going through airports and boarding flights and deplaning and all that stuff, picking up bags, whatever? What would you do? Would you fly or would you just drive and be on your own schedule?
A little tip for travelers out there. I kind of just discovered this not yesterday when I arrived, and I kind of saw it in some of my previous trips to Chicago, is that we're now in the habit of if we have no one picking us up, once we get to an airport, we just automatically go to our phones, order an Uber or a Lyft. What I'm finding is that many times taxis now are cheaper. You just got to find a taxi. I did
there's not too many of those in Kansas City, and I don't know that there'd be too many in Dayton either. I guess for you, though, I don't know if it depends on where you're flying out.
Depends on where you land. I noticed in Chicago, I flew into Long Beach, and it was actually too late. I reordered my Uber when I found out that they're really trying to push the taxi service, but it was super cheap. It cost extra for me because I live further south, but even with it costing extra because I live further south, it was going to be cheaper than the Uber. But I had already ordered the Uber, and I didn't want to have a cancellation fee plus my have my rating dip. So I think it would have been it would have been about $20 difference. It would have been $20 cheaper to take the taxi. But then if I would have canceled my ride, it's $5 or more. And then if my rating takes a hit, that I don't want that to happen.
Yeah, and then people don't want to pick you up anymore.
Yep,
I get it.
My Uber was there already. I just had to find them when I found out the taxi was cheaper. But that's just a little extra there, a little tip there. Just check the taxi, see how much it costs. Sometimes they charge a flat rate.
Yeah. That might be something to look into if you don't know, though, for your destination. For you, going home, I think taxi might be the way to go. But having flown, you flew into Cincinnati, so there might be more taxis there. I don't know that you would have this taxis available if you would have flown into Dayton.
Yeah, but it's good to just check.
Yeah, definitely check.
It's not to look at because taxis have kind of gone the way of the landline telephone. But if they're cheaper, why not?
Yeah, typically your big cities.
What airport you fly into? If it's busy, fly into a really busy airport, your Uber could take fucking forever to reach you. While there might be a taxi just waiting there already.
Yeah, and you can just fall in line and get into one. Big cities, busy airports. LAX, Chicago. I'm sure Atlanta and Houston, Denver, Vegas for sure. Last time I went to Vegas, you just got in line and there was plenty of taxis and or some sort of limo service available to utilize. So, definitely do your research. Sometimes, especially if you're with a group, look into shuttles. Shuttle services, they're probably more than a taxi, but they have the van that you can fit 8, 10, 12 people in. And all of a sudden, you're splitting that higher fee up between a lot more people, so therefore it's cheaper. So little tip for y'all out there. Remember the taxis. Yeah, they're, to be honest, the taxis are still overall, unless you have a private service that you utilize. That's a professional service, not a rideshare service. Taxi drivers know where they're going. They know where they're going. They're licensed and bonded, and they also have
GPS like everyone else.
Yeah, and they get you there a lot more efficiently. Typically, this might depend on where you are, but typically they're little more personable than some Uber drivers.
I've had some taxi drivers that drove like maniacs. I think it was when I was in Vegas. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was when I was in Vegas when I had a taxi driver that was just going nuts. Like, all right, I'll get you there as fast as I can. And I was like, geez, you could ease off on that.
Oh my gosh, I tipped the driver more for that kind of shit.
But he's kind of doing something. I'm like, I'm kind of questioning the safety here.
Oh, this was a long time ago, back when Uber really wasn't a thing yet. I still lived in Wisconsin and was going down to Chicago because Tony and I had tickets to the Bulls game. Well, it was wintry weather, and I had to drop somebody off at O'Hare. So I dropped them off at O'Hare, went into Chicago, got to Tony's, and we were definitely a little bit behind. So we got in a cab pretty quick, and we were just like, "Hey, we're trying to make tip off. How fast can you get us there?" And our guy, man, he worked it out. He got us there in time for tip off. We tipped him real well, and man, we wish we could have been able to find him on the way home because we were probably a little less than sober and walking around probably a little too far from the stadium looking for a taxi on the south side of Chicago. So, yeah. If you are going to utilize taxi services, make sure you save their number in your phone so you can call them back when you're ready to go again. But anyway, again, hope you all had a happy Thanksgiving. Hope you guys ate a lot. You know, Thanksgiving is one of those holidays that if I'm working out and dieting hard, it's so I can do what I want to do on Thanksgiving. So hopefully all of you out there that have been working hard on being healthier, you know, watching your calories, getting more exercise, hopefully you made Thanksgiving worth it. Hopefully you made all that work worth it and you enjoyed yourself. Maybe indulge a little bit more than you normally do and just enjoyed the food, the family, the friends, just the weekend in general. So yeah, hope you all had a happy Thanksgiving and hope you've already gotten your start on your Christmas shopping. Speaking of, how are you on Christmas shopping, Alex? I don't know if you have a whole lot to do, but
since I'm going north for Christmas, I'm doing fucking fantastic. I'm going to buy myself something cool, maybe.
Fair enough. I've gotten started on the shopping around. I don't know about the purchases. I'm not going to get into it too much because, as you all know, my fiance not only participates in the podcast every now and again, but also listens to it. So, oh, by the way, if you see her, say hi to her. Her name's Ashley. Do a little wavy emoji and let us know when you saw her. And she'd love to hear from you. By the way, again, if you've been with us, we used to have we still do, not that we used to, but we do have a third member of the crew named JR. He, however, is still a captive of the Cybertrucks. We are working out some visitation, so maybe he can join us for another episode here soon. All right. Since we are talking about Thanksgiving, I think it just makes sense to go ahead and get into our first segment that we like to call Mom's Spaghetti. We're going to get into a whole lot here. I think this is probably going to be the bulk of our show. But before we get into it, let's see what Mom had for dinner. So let me get to my share screen.
JR, come back soon. We're talking about what our mom had for dinner now. It's because he's gone.
Yep. JR, you got to get free.
Podcast.
Got to get free, bro. Our mom sent me this today. This is, well, I already forgot. I'll be honest.
Looks like shrimp, corn, salad, and a beef pie.
Yeah, she got in like specifics. I thought she sent it to you too, actually.
Probably. I'm not big on pictures of food unless it's Skyline Chili or Marion's or
That's fair. That's fair.
Maybe a Chicago style pizza. That's good. It's actually in Chicago.
Chicago style pizza. Fried shrimp, corn on the cob, Caesar salad, leftover pecan pie. You know what I realized this weekend? I am a big fan of pecan pie.
I didn't have any
By the way,
pecan
that
pie.
was.
You guys ate it
That
all.
was I thought you had some. I only had one piece.
Actually, I just didn't want to have it. I had pumpkin.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say there was
I'm not eating a
plenty
lot
out
of
there.
sweets, and well, I ate a good amount. I'm not trying to. I didn't try to gorge myself. I made progress the past year. I can fit into my clothes now. Last Thanksgiving, I was wearing a large T-shirt. Now I'm back down to a medium. I'm like, yeah, I can fit in my clothes. I don't have to buy new shit anymore. But now my large T-shirts look like I'm too small for it.
I gotta say, we're sad at taking pictures at family events because this is literally the only picture I got from
Yeah, I'm not good at taking
our
pictures.
family stuff.
If you follow me on Instagram or Facebook, there's nothing to follow because I stopped taking pictures a long time ago.
Christina and Paul did a great job getting dinner together and presenting it. She had just started putting stuff out when I took this picture, and I failed miserably at taking a picture when she actually got everything together. But they did a great job. We had a great Thanksgiving. We had a great thing. I had fun. I didn't get to catch up with as many people as I would have liked, but I did get to hang out with my family and enjoyed that very much. By the way, the first thing we did as a family, bro, how good was that? Bill's Donuts?
That's my first donut in a year ish.
I think that's not true for me, but
and actually we only went there once, or Ali went there once.
That's my first donut that wasn't with a customer in a year.
So yeah, donuts.
I have had donuts, yeah. What? God, again, with the pictures, not enough. I got the box. What was your favorite donut?
Dude, I'm old school. I get what I got in high school, and that's a chocolate donut. That's my number one. It'll probably always be my number one, and then I'll have some little bits of something else later.
Yeah,
the sour cream one was actually pretty good, but
dude, the sour cream one was awesome. The sour cream donut was.
I tried a little bit of the cinnamon one, but it was good. I always go with a donut, chocolate donut.
Yeah. I used to mix it up in high school, so I kind of got something different every week. If you are in the Dayton area, drop into Centerville, which is a suburb just south of Dayton, and go stop into Bill's Donuts. Tell them we sent you. Tell them the GAJ Podcast sent you.
They're open 24 hours a day, so whatever time you get there is all good.
Yeah, they won't know what you're talking about.
They close on Thanksgiving, though. They close from noon to 6 p.m.
on Thanksgiving.
But then at 6 p.m., at 5 p.m., there's probably already a line to get in.
Yeah, for sure.
When we were there, it was 2:30 or 3
2:30 because we had. This was when I got into town. Well, you had just gotten into town too. We didn't get into. Well, we didn't pick you up until what? 1:30, 2 o'clock?
After 1, yeah, because I was talking to Dad. He's like, Gerard's coming? I'm like, yeah, we're going to go get donuts. I don't do this out in California.
It is the best donut place in the world. So if you're in the area, stop in. Here's their number. Here's their address. Here's their website. Tell them the GAJ Podcast sent you. They won't know what you're talking about, but maybe they'll look us up and give us a shout out. By the way, their coffee has improved. I didn't drink coffee in high school, so I don't have a ton to go off of, but in previous years that I've gone, the coffee wasn't the greatest, which was kind of typical for them. Nobody cared because their donuts were so good, but their coffee was pretty good this time. Why I was drinking coffee at 2:30 in the morning, I have no idea, but I was so tired, it didn't really hold me back from falling asleep. So, oh well.
Not healthy. I had a doctor tell me that. She said if you're drinking energy drinks and you can fall asleep after that, or coffee, you can fall asleep after that, there's something wrong with you.
Yeah, 100% agree. There's
GR,
no doubt about
GR could do that. I remember when we this is before the pandemic when you were in LA for business, and we were just kind of we were just sort of still asleep. And he cracked open an energy drink and started drinking it. Right. Yeah, I can get back to sleep. I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude. He drank half a Monster.
Yeah, in all fairness for me, I had been up. I think I was up for just about 24 hours straight at that point. So there wasn't a whole lot that was going to keep me up. Our other Ohio favorite, I didn't get a good picture, but I did get a picture. Skyline Chili, Ohio staple, mainly Southern Ohio, but oh my God, I was so pumped for this. And we talked about it, doing it in the last episode. So we did it. We tried something new, which for both of us, I think we kind of have our standard order for anytime we're in town. For me, I hadn't tried anything new in probably 20 years there. So, but we did. I think I have a picture of it. There it is. That is the 3-way macaroni and cheese. Now,
if you're not from Southern Ohio, you're gonna look at that and be like, "That looks disgusting." It looks
disgusting.
Glob of chili with a bunch of cheese on top. What the hell are you guys eating that for?
But you should try it.
If you're from the area, you fucking know.
Yeah. If you've ever heard of a 3-way spaghetti, this is the same thing, except instead of spaghetti, it's macaroni and cheese. In other words, it's macaroni and cheese on the plate. Then because we ordered it semi-inverted, they put a little bit of the shredded cheese on there. Then they put the chili, and then they put a little more shredded cheese on top. And I got to tell you, I enjoyed it. I didn't hate it. I kind of liked it a lot. I like
that. I would like a smaller size of it.
Yes, I will tell you this. I am glad we split it.
Yeah, I would not be able to finish that on my own.
I would have finished it, but I would have.
Well, but also,
I don't know that I would have enjoyed it.
And the conies.
I mean, it like split it. Like, granted, we split a 3-way spaghetti, normal spaghetti, also. But had I ordered this and ate it by myself instead of the 3-way spaghetti, and then just still had my cheese conies, I don't think I would have enjoyed it as much.
Yeah, definitely.
So I'm really glad we split it. It was a lot. I will tell you, if you're from Southern Ohio, if you've ever had Skyline Chili, especially the 3-way spaghettis, having the mac and cheese instead of spaghetti was a lot. It was fucking delicious. I'll tell you that, but it was pretty rich. I think I was good with, we ordered and split a regular so we could try it. Half of that regular was just about right for me, even if I didn't have a 3-way chili spaghetti to dig into also. It's something, I don't know about you. It's something I would make at home for myself.
I would do that minus the macaroni and cheese. I'd just make it macaroni. I might try that maybe for Christmas. So I'll be here by myself.
Okay.
I might just do macaroni with I'll make a 3-way macaroni. 3-way macaroni Skyline Chili thing with canned Skyline Chili.
Yeah, I hear you. I think if I'm not gonna have mac and cheese, I actually like the spaghetti noodles better. But that's, to each their own. I would make the mac and cheese with the chili and shredded cheese on it at home. As much as I liked it, I don't think I'll order it in the restaurant again. I think I'm going to go back to my standard, my more familiar.
Yeah, I agree.
3-way semi-inverted plus 2 cheese cones.
Size of a side dish.
Yeah, like get like a small, right?
Yeah.
But if I get the small, then I'm not ordering the spaghetti at all. I'm just going to have the small one, but I don't know. I get it like once a year, maybe. So I think I'm just going to stick with my tried and true 3-way semi-inverted and 2 cheese conies, no onions, no mustard.
This is the fewest amount of times I've ever gone to Skyline on a dating trip.
I told Ashley that too. One of my comments on the way out was,
She's probably happy.
I can't believe. Yeah, she was okay with it, but yeah, I definitely pointed out that this is.
That's why it feels like I wasn't there for very long. Because you only make
probably.
one trip to Marion's and one trip to Bill's and one trip to Skyline. It doesn't feel like I was there for very long. It feels like a complete trip. But however, when I got to Cincinnati Airport and I was looking for a McDonald's, I found out their listings of restaurants was outdated. There's no McDonald's, but I saw Skyline, and I was like, "Yep,
Yes, sir.
4 a.m. I'm
Even
in Skyline."
if there was a McDonald's, who cares?
If they had a McDonald's, I would have gotten Skyline for sure.
Yeah, amen.
It actually said
As
there
you
was
should.
Gold Star chili there.
What's that?
Actually, on the restaurant listings that was outdated, it said McDonald's, which wasn't there, and it said Gold Star chili, which wasn't there, but there was Skyline, so I went there.
Hey,
They
Skyline's
actually have
better.
they have a menu item that I had not seen before, and I said no to it. They had because they have a breakfast menu.
Mm-hmm.
They had a cheese coney.
Skyline. Wait. At Skyline
Skyline.
Chili, they had a breakfast menu.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Tell me more about this.
Well, they had like breakfast burrito with Skyline chili in it, and some stuff that didn't have Skyline chili in it. But the one that I started to think about until I just said no was they had a cheese coney, but instead of a hot dog, it was a sausage link. And I said, I don't think that's gonna work.
Yeah,
I don't think it's gonna work.
I'm not into that one.
So I just got cheese conies, and that was my.
I might have tried the
my-
breakfast burrito. I might have done that.
I thought about it, and I said no. I want cheese conies.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. You know, I'd like to know from you out there, mostly from you out there that are transplants where you live. When you go back home to where you grew up, do you like trying new things or do you like trying the familiar things? I personally, and I believe Alex is in the same boat. If I'm going to go back to where I grew up, I want to do the same old, right? I want to do the things that I did before I moved, like go to Skyline and order the exact same thing, go to Marion's and order the exact same sausage pizza, go to Bill's Donuts and you had a regular there and your chocolate donut.
Yep.
Half the time, like next time I go to Bill's Donuts, I switched donuts anyway when we were in high school, but I always had like a milk. I might go back to that next time. Just have a milk, even though I'm old and lactose intolerant. I like doing the familiar things. I don't necessarily like trying new things. I even like going to the same, well, to an extent, I like going to the same bars until I get there and realize that I am now seeing the friends of my friends' kids, right?
Yeah, it depends on your age. Like I'm going to the same bar, and you're like, "Wait, I'm too old for this now. We're going to go find another bar."
Within reason. But yeah, put it in the comments or shoot us an email. What do you like to do if if you're a transplant wherever you live now, and you go back to visit family in your old hometown, your old stomping grounds? Do you try new stuff, or do you gravitate back to what's familiar, what you used to do way back when?
I think it also depends on how many times you're going to be visiting that restaurant while you're in town. Because if I would have had 3 trips to Skyline, I might be like, "Hey, let's try some fries." That's
fair too. So let's say you're going to go to your old places. The first trip, do you go back to your old order, or do you try something new? I get it if you go 2, 3, 4 times in a weekend, which for us, we might do that with Skyline. Sounds gross. Might be. Don't care. But I
had 2 trips to Skyline, including the airport one. If I would have gone a third time, I would have perused the menu for something different. But I'd still be getting a few of the other same items too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. Really, my only variable is because my typical order is a regular 3-way semi-inverted, 2 cheese conies. My only variable is sometimes one of the cheese conies has the extreme cheese.
That's good stuff.
It is good stuff.
At the airport, I had 2 of those and 1 regular cheese coney.
Very nice. Very nice. I would have laughed if you
I could
would
have
have.
easily gotten for a couple more, but I was like, listen,
Yeah, but you're about to get on a
you're
plane.
about to be on a plane.
You're about to make that plane a can of chili.
Yeah. Plus, it was 4 in the morning, so I was like, I usually don't eat right now. 4 in the morning is actually 4 in the morning in Cincinnati is actually 1 a.m. in Southern California.
Sure, yeah.
It's really a funky eating schedule. But I'm glad I got one more semi trip right before I flew out.
I was when I saw those pictures, I was a little jealous. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, damn.
I was so happy. I was like,
because I did think about stopping at Skyline on the way out of town, like in Inglewood. But I knew, Ashley doesn't like Skyline, so I didn't want to.
You should have got her coney though. You should brought her home a cheese coney. Just she could try.
Oh yeah. Next year. she's pretty focused on, keeping some semblance of a healthy diet going, at least through until the wedding.
When I was at the airport at the Skyline there, they sell cans of chili, and it's over $6 a can. And
oh hell no. Yeah. No.
I asked, and I was like, holy crap. Okay, I just wanted to know.
Just curious. Just checking.
I'll check the Walmart app again, the Walmart.com app, and see if they. I still have cans of chili, Skyline chili, that I got off the Walmart app from 20.
By the way, here's for those of you out there. Here's the
2021.
Yeah, but that shit don't
spoil.
Good.
It's still good until I think it expires in 2025. But I'll take care of it.
I mean it's just short of being able to survive a nuclear war.
But man, it is so different though. It's a lot saltier. It's watery. It's just
it's definitely not the same as being in a restaurant.
Yeah, the quality. It's just low quality Skyline, but it's all you got.
As a transplant, I'll take it.
Yeah,
I'll take it. By the way, here's what the cheese conies look like for those of you out there that have never seen one from Skyline Chili. The one on the left is the normal cheese. The one on the right is the extreme cheese. They sprinkle in this
habanero.
Well, yeah, habanero jack cheddar or whatever cheese in it, and I'm not gonna lie, it's got a kick. It's pretty delicious though.
Yeah, it's not overwhelming though.
No. It's not gonna burn your face off.
Little kick. That's it.
It's not gonna burn your face off. It's got a nice heat to it. But yeah. Those are the cheese conies. And then here's the three-way spaghetti. As you can see, you can't really tell until you're biting into it because it's all underneath. So, but man, it was good. I already want it again. But, thing we didn't get a picture of, our Marion's pizzas.
You did orders, but I did.
Oh, you got to bring that up, dude. Share that with us.
Did I get a picture of it?
Oh no,
I didn't get a good picture of it, but I got a picture of it.
I could probably look one up. Marion's pizza. So we'll just do it this way. Here we go. This one on the right looks like it's a sausage and pepperoni. I like it that way. This is kind of what everybody gravitates to the most, like a sausage.
I'm fine with just sausage, but if you throw other stuff on there, I'm cool too.
Yeah, I tend to like sausage and mushroom. I like sausage and pepperoni and
mushroom and onions, as long as it's sausage.
I'm not an onions guy.
I think my favorite. I think my favorite is just plain old sausage because I think they put more sausage if they don't put mushrooms or onions.
I agree with that statement. I like all the rabbit turds on there. They're delicious.
Love the rabbit poo.
It's freaking awesome. Oh look, Barstool Sports went there.
Fuck that guy. Get out of here. I saw that. As soon as I saw Portnoy, I clicked out of it.
I'm sure you didn't like it. I like Portnoy, but I'm sure I disagree with him on.
He's a Michigan guy. Just FYI, partially why
I know, but he's also a Chicago guy.
Is he?
Yeah.
Marshall
Barstool Sports is from Chicago.
Hold on. I have a picture of our pizza. Not a really big picture, not a good picture, but I have a picture of it.
Bring it up. Bring it up. While you're doing that, I just realized I didn't start any
You gotta put it on screen.
mood music. There it is, folks. Oh. It looks like that because we typically aren't very good at waiting.
Yeah, that's like after 20 seconds.
That's like
that one's pretty loaded. That's pepper, sausage, of course, onions, peppers, maybe. Yeah, I think it's peppers and mushrooms.
Oh, that's the one you guys were eating before I got there.
Yeah.
That
was gone by the time you got there.
that was the Supreme.
That was good. But once again,
I'm not a Supreme pizza kind of guy. I like
Supreme, but for Marion's, I prefer just straight sausage because I want to maximize the amount of sausage I could eat. No ditty. But at least for Marion's, I just want to maximize the amount of sausage that's on there.
Right on. And then something else we had, well, shoot, I guess I don't have a picture of it. Let's see here. We went somewhere that, well, at least I haven't been in a very long time. Frickers, which is an Ohio staple. It's kind of like Buffalo Wild Wings. I might be biased. I like it better.
This is my first time there.
You never went with us? Well, I mean, they might have had one in Columbus, but they had a lot of stuff in Columbus. So, but yeah, Frickers. We caught up with one of my best friends all the way back to high school, Jen and her fiance, and then got some of the family in there. But one of my things at Frickers is the frickin' chicken chunks. If you ever go to Frickers in Ohio, try the frickin' chicken chunks. They're awesome. They're basically a way better version of like chicken nuggets, shaken in wing sauce. So yeah, it was good stuff. If you go, tell them the GAJ Podcast sent you. They won't know what you're talking about either, but maybe they'll look us up and give us a shout out. But that was a good time. Hi, babe. How are you? Want to say hi really quick? Hang on. Let me see if I can switch it to the speakers really quick so you can hear Alex. Oh, there we go. All right, Alex. I think she can hear you now.
Hello.
You know, we were just talking. We should have gotten you. Gerard should have brought you home a Skyline cheese coney.
Yeah, when we went by, like when we went through on the way home, when we passed it, I thought about stopping, but I didn't because I know you don't like it.
Yeah.
We should have, so you could try just the cheese coney.
We should have. I did say, I was like, babe, if you really do want to stop, we can stop. But he was like, I don't know if I could actually even eat anything else.
Plus, if you eat Skyline, you're going to get sleepy.
Yeah.
He did say, he was like, I would get 4. And I was like, are you kidding me? 4? And he was like, yeah, 3 for me and 1 because I know you're going to eat it. I was like, well, that's true. Well, true, very true. So
Alex had 3 before he got on the plane.
In the airport.
Oh, in the airport?
Yeah.
Yep. 4 a.m.
Were you able to like go through security and everything?
Well, so where you check in, that was all closed down.
Yeah.
So I was up there by myself for a little bit, and I was trying to figure out where I can sit and then where I can plug in my phone. And then I saw people coming up from baggage claim. I'm like, let's go down the baggage claim. And there's a bunch of people down there. And then I went down another floor to where the arrivals are. Because you actually, once you arrive in Cincinnati, you actually take an escalator up to baggage claim. So I found the couch and I just sat there. I fell asleep for about maybe 10 minutes.
So when you found the Skyline, I mean, granted you were in Cincinnati where Skyline's from, so you could almost expect there to be one in the airport. But when you saw it, was it like, oh,
Yeah,
kind of like
There's
when
angels singing.
kind of like when Harold and Kumar
Parted.
actually get the White Castle.
it glue. There's a big halo around it.
Yes.
That was the other thing. He wanted White Castle, but that
I
was a
want a White
hard no
Castle.
in the car.
But you have
I
White
feel like
Castle. You have White Castle out there, don't you?
Not in Kansas City. The closest is in Columbia, Missouri, which is like 2.5 hours away.
But you go there for work sometimes, right?
Yeah, I haven't been in a long time.
The
And
closest
I
to you-
haven't had White Castle there in a year.
I just
the
didn't want to
closest
get
in
my
Las
car.
Vegas.
I feel like it would smell like onions.
It would.
The
That's fine.
closest to you is Las Vegas.
Yeah, there's a one in Las Vegas.
Wow.
Got all these Vegas lights around. It's right on the strip, right where everything's at.
Yeah, but if you're on the wrong side of the street, you can't get to it. It's a pain in the ass.
I'm surprised there's none in California though.
There's none in California.
Huh.
And if you buy it at the store, they jack up the price.
Yeah, man.
The frozen ones.
Yeah.
The 6-pack, it's like $7.
Oh no, more than that. It's probably closer to $9.
Oh, damn.
That's why I stopped buying. Well, I stopped buying them. I stopped buying them because of the price and because it's not good for you.
Yeah.
When I moved in here with Gerard, there was nothing in the fridge except for like a Brita water filter type thing, and like some barbecue sauce, and like 100 White Castles in the freezer.
Yeah, it's not
That
bad.
was it. Just
It
White
wasn't
Castle.
100, but it was so if you go to Walmart,
It was the big
they
box.
sell this big ass box with them.
Target also has that.
It's worth it. What's that?
Target also has it because I used to get it from Target.
Yeah. Yeah. And it was actually, I had gotten it with other groceries. I had just finished all the other groceries first, and then she was moving in. So,
Yeah, that was pretty much all that he had to eat was frozen White Castle.
well, at that point, we were mostly eating at her place before she moved in, too. So, I didn't need to have anything else here. So, the longest lasting thing I had was White Castles.
Yeah, that is
I
true.
always kept around a 6-pack in case of an emergency. An emergency
Sure.
White Castle. It's like,
Safe.
you never know what's going to happen. We need some White Castle.
Emergency.
And then I
meal.
get drunk and I come home drunk and I eat it right away.
Yep.
So I'm like, oh, that was an emergency.
Yep.
Emergency. Did you guys talk about your not podcast?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't get to record our bonus episode where we were actually going to be in the same room. Would have been cool, but
Did you apologize to Christina, your viewer?
Yeah,
Yep.
Our one viewer.
we did.
Wow. That's too bad. I was kind of excited for that.
We also had to apologize because we got exactly one picture between the two of us of the Thanksgiving Day spread that she prepared. Except we only got it when the only picture we took was when she had 1.5 plates out, not everything. So it looked really
Well, yeah,
looked a
we
little
didn't.
paltry, but she did a great job. There was a lot of really good food,
Mhm.
and we just didn't do a
We
good job
didn't.
taking
We
a
didn't
picture.
even get a group picture of all of us.
No, yeah.
Yeah, it didn't even cross my mind.
Well, I kept thinking about it when we were driving back to the Airbnb, and then saying we need to get a picture tomorrow, and then tomorrow would come, and I would forget again until we were driving home. So
This is literally the only picture I took with people in it.
yeah,
So
it's
this
just
is the only kind of family picture I
except
got.
for your dad's not in it.
My dad's
That was
not
a
in
bad
it.
day too.
Can we
Dog's not in it.
Photoshop him in, like in between you and me?
We could, yeah. We could try that. But anyway, yeah. So we talked about the macaroni and cheese, the chili macaroni and cheese,
Chili Mac.
the 3-way. What do they call it? A 3-way mac and cheese.
Yep.
I don't know. It was good.
Yeah.
Can't order it again, but it was good.
I miss Skyline.
We talked about Marion's. Talked about Bill's.
Delicious and delicious.
Alex didn't get a piece of the pecan pie. Sad.
I'm not big on pecan pie though.
You're not big on pecan pie anyway.
I had a pumpkin, and I said that's enough. And then I saw you put ice cream on a cherry pie, and I was like, gotta try that shit.
That pumpkin roll, I think I had 3 pieces
of
it.
Shit, I had a pumpkin roll too. Dude, I had too much sugar.
So good. It was so good. I loved it. I'm so glad your sister grabbed that.
You had too much what?
Sugar.
Dessert.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I didn't have... I tried the cheese roll, but I'm not a big pumpkin guy, so it was just okay.
It was amazing.
I had pecan pie with ice cream on it, and then I had cherry pie with ice cream on it. And both were pretty delicious.
Your mom had pecan pie too.
I saw that, yeah. She did. We actually talked about that.
Mom spaghetti.
And then, as you do, so after first dinner is when I had the pecan pie with ice cream on it. And then I fell asleep for,
4 hours.
4 hours. And then got up and, hey, look, Superman. And then got up and, as you do on Thanksgiving, start eating leftovers. So I don't have any from that dinner, but I did make some here. This is essentially what my leftovers looked like at Thanksgiving. So take some Hawaiian rolls, put some butter on them, find a little bit of cheese. I don't think we didn't have any cheese, so I just had ham, but butter on my roll with some ham, little ham sliders. Delicious.
He almost ate all of them too. I was waiting for him to eat, and he heated them all up for himself on his plate.
No, I heated them all up, and one was for her. But
I had to fight.
You ate.
He had like 6 of them, and I had 1.
This was literally right after we got home from the drive, so 10 hours. I was hungry, and I just started going, and sometimes I hear things and I mean to do them, and then I get tunnel vision because I'm hungry and I forget, and then I eat all the food.
It happened.
It almost happened. It didn't happen. It almost happened. But I actually had some of the leftovers again tonight. Made them into that.
Oh, that looks good.
Little grilled ham and cheese. It was pretty delicious.
That looks good. I was wondering what I was smelling when I walked in the
Yeah.
house. Nice.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
All right. Well, I'm going to go take my uniform off.
Okay.
Bye, Alex.
So, yeah. Yep, she ate. Alex, I know you flew, so you didn't get to indulge in any leftovers, so I apologize for that. We were lucky enough that Christina and Paul didn't want to bring anything back to Chicago, so...
I'm not really big on Thanksgiving leftovers after Thanksgiving.
You're not?
No.
Oh.
Like once it's over, it's over.
I don't necessarily I don't mind the turkey, but I really like the ham. I love, especially the honey baked ham, bro.
I'm not a big ham guy.
Love it. I used to not be either, but I don't know why.
I'll eat it, especially if it's breakfast, but otherwise I'm not a big ham guy.
Yeah. I like, especially honey baked ham, bro. So good. So good. Yeah, it was pretty delicious. And then the last meal we had, actually, you were not there for, unfortunately.
I was in the Cincinnati airport.
Yeah, we tried.
Actually, no, I was ready. I was probably.
You were in the air by then.
I might have been in Chicago by then.
You might. I would say we met there at 8:30. Your flight was at. If your flight was at 6:30, you definitely would have been in Chicago already.
6:20. I was in Chicago. It's a 44-minute flight. We might have gotten there.
So you were definitely. I was gonna say that flight's no more than an hour. So 44 minutes. That makes sense.
And I was in Chicago for less than an hour. That was kind of close. I was wondering if I get delayed, I'm fucked.
So you're probably on your way back to Cali then. But yeah, we went to a place called Brunch Pub in the middle of Centerville, and I got a little corned beef hash with some over medium eggs. I forgot to take a picture before I cut them all up, but that place was pretty good. We should maybe try that again when we all get back together in the OHIO.
So next Thanksgiving?
So next Thanksgiving. Yeah. Or July 4th. I don't know. We're not sure. I'm not sure yet. I do want to I think I'd like to make a summer weekend trip out there. Maybe like
I do too. I want to go there when it's not freezing cold.
Yeah. I like 4th of July because it gets effing hot and humid here in the middle of July. Like, not in a good way. So I wouldn't mind making a trip out there if I don't go to Chicago. But yeah, brunch pub, middle of Centerville. If you're familiar with the Centerville area, especially way back when, it's in the spot that used to be Las Piramidas. I would tell you the address, but I don't know it.
It was also a gay bar back in the 90s called Little Mama.
Once upon a time. And a Chinese restaurant before that Alex's classmate was taking orders at. It was a family-owned Chinese restaurant, by the way. But yeah, brunch pub was pretty delicious. So kind of finishing up on Mom Spaghetti. Of everything we ate this weekend, what was your favorite familiar thing and favorite new / not necessarily a regular thing we would do in Ohio?
There was no new thing.
The French restaurant.
The brunch restaurant that I didn't go to?
No, French.
French restaurant?
What the hell is it called?
Oh, yeah. Okay. My last meal there.
Yeah.
Their food was not on par.
Given what we ordered, pretty mediocre. I think I'm glad I don't remember the name because I
can't say it was my favorite.
I don't want to badmouth them. I thought the service was great. There were some things that were good, like the desserts were pretty good. The apps were pretty good. Just my main course. It wasn't terrible, but man, it should have been so much better.
Mine was one of those meals that you just say it's good, and you just eat it, and you know it's not that great.
Yeah. You say things like, "How is everything?" "Oh, I'm doing okay," and you just keep eating because you don't want to.
It's meat.
You don't want to lie. You don't want to lie, but you don't want to tell the truth about what you really think about the food.
Yeah. So I'm not going to say that was my favorite. New thing.
It definitely was not my favorite.
That was the only new thing that we did. Well, I guess Frickers. I've never had Frickers before, but Frickers is kind of just at every restaurant.
Bar food. It's a wing joint. It was a cool place to watch the game. Although
I think my favorite new thing was fucking macaroni and cheese 3-way. There you go.
Oh, good call.
That is a new thing that I had.
Good call. Yeah, you know what? I think that was my favorite too. Let me dismiss that really quick. I think that was my new favorite thing too. Brunch pub was pretty good with the corned beef hash. Some of the things outside of the main course at the French restaurant were pretty good. You know what was really good at that French restaurant? That old fashioned was delicious.
The water.
They made a very, very good old fashioned. It was not only presented nicely, but it tasted very good. It was very tasty. The familiar, either the cheese coney or the peanut butter donut at Bill's Donuts for me. How about you, the familiar?
I don't know, because I can't really decide between Skyline and Marion's.
Yeah. Well, Marion's, we had that old lady that got a few things wrong for us. So.
Yeah, we actually had a pizza that our sister ordered that had no sausage on it, even though she said sausage. So yeah. I was like, no one comes to Marion's and gets no sausage on their pizza.
I think that's the one and only time I've ever had a pizza from Marion's that didn't have sausage on it.
Yeah, it was. It felt lost.
So, but yeah.
When I did get back to California though on Sunday, and I was trying to stay awake so I could try to get back on a regular sleep schedule.
Yeah,
I consider myself still on vacation, so I went and got Filipino food.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I got
that's some real mom spaghetti going for the Filipino food.
Menudo and kare, which was not oxtail. It was made from beef, so it cost extra.
Okay.
It was all right. It's the Filipino place I go to. It's
except for I like it better with oxtail.
Oxtail's expensive though. That's why it's not oxtail.
Oh, I think you said it was more expensive because it was beef.
Beef in general is going to be more expensive. Oxtail is going to be even more expensive.
Oh, I gotcha.
Pretty much anything with beef costs extra here.
I hear you.
At least at the restaurant.
Good stuff. I want to get some Filipino food. I guess I need to figure out when I can go to Chicago. Folks, we are almost out of time. That was the alarm if you didn't hear it. So that means we are going to start getting into closing thoughts. Coming off of a very busy Thanksgiving week of eating, maybe a little online shopping, driving around, and
we can touch on Black Friday. I actually took advantage of a Black Friday deal that so I stopped my Disney Plus, or didn't renew my Disney Plus subscription.
Yep.
And I saw advertisements for Hulu is 99 cents a month for the entire year. I went,
what?
All right, I'll do that.
Last time was $2.99, but it was with Disney Plus.
And then I saw that if you could add Disney Plus and Hulu for $2.99 total a month for an entire year.
For an entire year.
Ads on it. I said, I'll do that. That's super cheap. So now I can watch the new Star Wars show called Skeleton Crew, which is they released 2 episodes a couple yesterday. Definitely has that Goonies feel that's in a Star Wars universe, that Stand By Me feel, that ET feel. Nice. Definitely gonna be watching that. And what else am I doing? Since we didn't do Out and About. Ooh, I'm continuing the human experiment. I just started taking creatine today. See what it does to me.
Creatine is actually supposed to be good for you, especially if you're trying to put muscle on. I know it was questionable back in the day, but they've done a lot of studies and
serious side effects, but more like your stomach's gonna hurt or you may have the shits. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you're eating right, doing all the protein shakes, eating a lot of greens, you're gonna be shitting anyway. So, what I love about, speaking of Out and About and Black Friday, what I love about technology is you don't have to go out to the stores on Black Friday anymore. You can just wait till Cyber Monday.
Oh, dude, my
Prime Days.
My friend from high school works at a Walmart store, and I said, "How's Black Friday?" He said, "Dude, no one does that anymore. No one does Black Friday anymore." I mean, it's going to be a little bit busier, but it's not going to be like. I think it's just from the pandemic when people got used to staying in, and then since
I agree.
Stuff online, and companies react to that. Now the Black Friday starts in October, and it's online, or they spread it out, or you get it in store, you get it online, and get it online. So Black Friday is not what it used to be. I don't really care. I was never into let's go into this massive herd of people wanting to behave badly because you could save $10 on a television.
Yeah, no, I'll. That's one where I'll pay a few bucks extra to not have to stand in that line. I feel like my time is worth more than that, than what I'm going to save. In most cases, but anymore in most cases, you can find just as good of deals online. So I'm just keeping an eye on stuff. Actually, still need to get Ashley's Christmas present figured out. So, yeah, that's going to be what I'm going to be kind of focused on. 'Tis the season to be shopping now that Thanksgiving's over. We got Christmas in a few weeks. Keep an eye out on stuff. I mean, I know Black Friday is technically over, Cyber Monday is technically over, but keep an eye out on some things, and you never know. You might. I have a feeling there's going to be some very nice deals popping up here and there, especially. Christmas is in the middle of the week, so I imagine that weekend before there's going to be all kinds of stuff popping up that people can take advantage of. Anyway, closing thoughts. if you are out there shopping, if you do like the mad rush, the mad dash for the PlayStations and all that, let's manage ourselves a little bit. Let's not go crashing into anybody. Nobody's wearing football pads. Nobody's a football player out there. Have a little grace, you know. I hope you get what you want, but I hope you're able to do it with some dignity instead of knocking an old lady over so you can get.
And if you're doing that, you're probably the only person because no one's doing that anymore.
I hope nobody's doing that
just
anymore.
A dick.
I hope nobody's doing that anymore. Find it online. If you can't be civil with people, just shop online. It's easier.
Check the app. Check Target and Walmart apps because sometimes they put stuff on sale that's only available for the app.
Agreed.
Like today I got because they put it on sale. I got hairspray and hair mousse.
Oh, nice.
Stocked up on it because it was on sale. Then if you buy a certain amount, you get a $5 gift card. I'm like, well, I'm going to eventually buy this stuff anyways.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll send some to you. You can put it on your beard.
Yeah, you know, I use hairspray and gel all the time. Actually, when I travel and I'm at the hotel, I do use like the shampoo and conditioner in my beard, and it makes it a little softer.
I did that when I had a goatee during the pandemic, but
yeah, no, I like it. But anyway, yeah, just be kind to each other, and don't forget to. Where'd I go here? Give us a comment, man. We wanna get out there. We're getting ready to hit the new year, and I think we're going to start putting ourselves out there a little more, and we'd love for you to help us spread the word, get our name out there, invite more people to not only watch the show, listen to the show, but also contribute to the show. We want this to be something that's interactive with all of you so that we can get to know more of you, and maybe you can help us share who we are with the world out there, and I don't know, maybe find some people that like us because, you know, we apparently don't have any friends. But anyway, yeah, comment, like, subscribe. There's a notification bell so that you can find out when our new episodes are coming out. And if you have something more detailed or just want to keep it more private, you can also email us at gagepodcast@gmail.com. All right, guys. It has been a very busy last couple of weeks. We are into the Christmas season. So like I said, be kind to each other out there, but hope you guys get what you are looking for those that you love. And we will talk to you next week. Music is going, so we are going also. Guys, have a good week. We'll see you next time. Love y'all. You gonna throw it? Adios.